respiratory. Hi, my name is Amy and I'm a respiratory care student, and today you have been ordered to have a simple mask placed on. So before I begin, I just want to check your ID band. So I check the ID band and make sure the name and date of birth matches with my documents from the doctor. So I'm going to assess the patient. I'm going to check their lung sounds, make sure to see what their breathing sounds sound like. And then I'm also going to get their vital signs of like their SpO2, temperature, pulse. So before I begin, once I am all ready, so here we have a simple mask. And today they have ordered you to be on 5 liters per minute. So before I place this on, I'm going to loosen this up to make sure it's not too tight and it doesn't snap on the patient's head. So I'm going to get this ready. I'm going to plug this into here, and I'm going to turn it on to 5 liters per minute. Then I'm going to make sure I hear a sound that's coming through the mask and make sure there's no kinks in the tubing, and make sure it's placed to where it's not going to get kinked. So when I place the mask on the patient, I'm going to make sure this goes around. I'm going to put this around the patient's mouth here. And it's going to go right behind their ears there. And then if it needs loosened, if I feel it's too tight, I can loosen these bands right here. And when I do this, I need to make sure I tighten the nose piece, make sure not too much oxygen gets out from the patient. So once I got the patient going, I need to make sure I reassess the patient, get their vital signs after I have placed the oxygen onto the patient. So thank you. I will be back to check on you. So I would wash my hands when I leave the room. And then I got another order from the nurse saying that their oxygen levels, their SpO2 is getting pretty high. So I'm going to go over to the patient. Hello. And I'm going to wash my hands. So I see here with your SpO2, and I'm going to just check your vital signs to see what is going on here, okay? So their SpO2 is reading 100% with this on, so I want to lower the flow of the oxygen. I don't want to wean them completely off of it, so I'm going to change them to a nasal cannula. So I'm going to change you to a nasal cannula so that way you have a low flow. So I'm just going to remove this from you, and I'm going to shut this off before I place the nasal cannula on. And then I place this in the proper bagging, and then I get my nasal cannula. Now with this nasal cannula, you need to leave it around your ears. I don't want you to move it off your ears or anything because that can cause irritation, and it can sometimes cause sores around your ears, okay? And I can put, if you start to notice your nose is getting too dry with this being on, I can put a little lubrication on there, but you can't put any, no Vaseline on there because it can cause combustion with the oxygen. So if you need anything and notice too much dryness, I can help you with that. So I'm going to place this onto either here, and I'm going to start them out at 2 liters per minute, and I can make sure this is flowing. I can feel a flow. So when I go and put this on, I need to make sure this is loose. Bring this down and make sure this is loose. The cord isn't tangled or anything after being in the package. So I'm going to place this around here, and I need to make sure these prongs are in the nose like that. I'm going to place this around the head, and I will tighten it up. When it's in the nose, I would be able to tighten it up like that. So I'm going to start you off with that, and then I'm going to reassess the patient. I'm going to check their vital signs after I lowered their oxygen level that they were getting. So I'm going to come back in after a bit and check in on your levels to see if this is working out well for you. If you have any troubles or anything, don't hesitate to hit the call button, and I will come back and I will help you. So after I'm all done, I need to make sure I wash my hands again, and I need to make sure I chart both, like when I took off the simple mask, and make sure I charted that I changed to a nasal cannula and set the flow rate make sure I write down the flow that I put it at, which was 2 liters per minute. And then the patient is doing well, then I will slowly wean the patient off the oxygen.